Right, so hello everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get the best staff on Football Manager regardless of what club you're at. So staff are quite disregarded on Football Manager in terms of how people don't think they're that important. Staff, I did a test, I did an Alvarez save on I think Football Manager 20 where I had the best coaching attributes for my manager I could get. I just changed the coaching badges, and then I did it the worst coaching badges I could get. And I won the league in the first one, and I finished mid-table in the second one. So coaches really make a difference in your save. Not only that, they help players develop quicker, especially if you can get some like under-19 coaching and stuff like that. So a way not many people know is if you go to staff search and then do new search, you'll see it comes up with this screen here. And then if you go to staff role, whatever coach you want, I'm just going to do a normal coach for now. And then if you hit attributes, it will come up with all the attributes you can click for like how good you want your coach to actually be. So say the main ones for a normal coach, I usually have motivation, determination, level of discipline, technical, I quite like, defending and attacking. So if I switch that to what, about 10, click OK. You'll see it comes up with all of the coaches you can get who have those kind of attributes or a minimum of those attributes. So if I click this guy, look, you can see it comes up with the attributes that I collect, and even better, 18 level of discipline. So if I wanted to get a better coach than that, I'd literally just click this up and then turn to 11 instead. You can see people load in there. Depending on how big of a club you're at, like how kind of big your scope is of the staff you can search for, will come up with more staff than others. So say if I was at like Liverpool, I'd be able to put this at like 14, and a bunch of staff would come up with a minimum of 14 stats. But this is like for staff I can afford who are like in my wage budget. So for the 11s I put, you can see this guy, pretty well rounded, minimum of 11s on most of his stats. Not only that, you can also change the word reputation. If you go to add condition, I think it's over at general. Yeah, you go, look, personality. And personalities really matter, especially for youth players, because your staff will influence your youth players with their personalities. So say if I have a coach with a professional personality, if I have like a full coaching team of professional personalities, eventually they'll have an influence on my youth players, and my youth players will gain a more professional personality through that, which is obviously professional is probably one of the best you can get. So I mean, if you look at this guy's pretty good for this level and has a professional personality, so I probably want to pick this guy up. If I go approach sign, and I've agreed a deal of £925 per week. You want to try and find the cheapest one you can get. Obviously, this is like literally my maximum budget. So there's a motorbike outside, I don't know if you could hear that, but this is my maximum budget. But you'll be able to find ones for like, say, £500 a week who's just as good as this guy if you look for far enough. So as soon as you click the staff screen, it'll come up with this screen. This might look a bit confusing at first, but it basically should just tell you how many coaches you have, how many coaches you can have. This little bit here is really useful, the coaching team comparison screen, because it compares all of your coaches to the rest of the league. So you can see I've got above average in most of mine. Same for recruitment team and medical team. You want a lot of physios because obviously that will help your players not get injured as much or not get injured for as long. My physio team's alright, above average again. Same with the scouting team. I'd suggest if you're at a lower league club, do not have a director of football because they're greedy bastards. Basically, they'll want like £5 a week, and it's just you don't really need a director of football, to be honest. So if you had no luck with that method, you can literally just go to the clubs around you and have a look at their staff. You click staff over here, all, and it'll literally come up with every single staff member of their team, and then you can just, so say if I wanted to look at this guy, he's got alright stats, fairly determined personality, and sometimes they might not want to join. So by the looks of things, this guy doesn't want to join because he's only just signed a new deal for Portsmouth, which is fair enough. And also, you'll have to pay compensation with this, which is why I prefer the other method more, but this is also a pretty decent method, to be honest. And with all that said, I think this is where this video comes to a close. If you find it useful, this was just a little video to help you find the best staff in the game, because like I said at the start, not a lot of people appreciate staff as much as they probably should. So yeah, if you find it useful, consider subscribing as well if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.